Morning, everybody. Yep, it's Grumpy Monty, as Foggy says, the explorer from Southend. Right, it's not even 8 o'clock. It's just turned 8 o'clock now on a beautiful Monday morning in my manor in sunny Tenerife. And you're looking, Webby, what are you doing? Right, this is going to be the day in the life of Mr. Paul James Webb. 3 children, 6 grandchildren. The ones who are looking old. God dearie me. Right. It's nice. It's lovely. Take a bus out for a walk already. Make Dawn a cup of tea. Ah, who's a nice fella. You tune in to the free channel of WEBBY'S World. You name it. Sport, food. We go for walks. You name it. We do it. I do it. It is what it is, isn't it? Right. I'm going to start you off by... I don't know, you've got to find out at the end of the little vlog today, don't know how long it's going to take, to see where I've been, where I'm going. I've got jobs to do. I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to follow me minute after minute after minute. And you know something? I thought of it during the night. Tim says, living in MS Tenerife, Webby, just take your phone, wherever you go, take a vlog. People are interested. Because when you live here, as you have done, and you will know, 30 years, nearly 31, 3 pubs later, that you want to know how, when and why. So anyway, I'm going to show you this. This is where I am. And that's where I'm going. Now, why is all those punters outside there at 8 o'clock in the morning? What is it? Is it a school? Is it a library? I'm not going to tell you. There's the mountains. There's a bit rough up here, isn't it? There's a bit like Gaza in Israel, isn't it? But it's not. It's nice. So, without further ado, you got to follow me. WEBBY'S World, in my manor, in sunny Tenerife. See you in a minute. We'll see you in a minute on the next one. I'll see you in a minute. Subscribe is free. Send some comments. Right, there you go. First job done. What's the time now? Just gone 9 o'clock. I'm not going to tell you where I was. I'm not going to tell you what happened. You're going to have to wait and see. Tune into WEBBY'S World. It is Grumpy Monday, as Foggy says. Don't forget, subscribe to Foggy, the explorer. He's a top geezer. This is where I've just come to now. WEBBY'S and Matthew's favourite garage. Not for petrol, but it's a bit more expensive. That's for the tight ones. That's my garage. That's where I go for coffee. Let me tell you something. Would not drive past this place without going to see Manuel and the boys and girls in there. Absolute quality. I've just gone in. I've had a coffee takeaway. No, 2 coffee takeaways from Matthew, because he's just taking Elsie to have a 2 monthly check or something on the baby up at the doctors. Just caught me at 10 o'clock. And just had my coffee. And again, because we come here all the time, the boss, Manuel, yeah, Manuel, Manola. No, Manuel, it is Manuel. Let me tell you, he won't let me pay. Hate it. And they're all laughing. I'm going, come here, come here. I said, I won't come in here anymore. I've had enough. And he says, get out of it. He says, but your boy comes in all the time, spends loads, I know. So I've got to pay him another way. So if you come in for a coffee for 120 or 150, I give him €2. It's the only way to make up to him. So it is what it is. So that's my second job. Now I go to my third job. Get ready. Hey, it's a freebie channel. Sunny Tenerife in WEBBY'S Manor. Webby Gloucestershire time. England beat France for the last minute try. Get in there. Hey, WEBBY'S World. Well, just dropped in. Guess where I am? It's a beautiful Monday morning, as you know. Done 1 job. I've done 2 jobs. Had a nice coffee in my favourite garage in Armanimi. And now we're going for the 3rd job. My next door neighbour, don't forget, Michael from Leicester, got this old lovely Mercedes, about 20 odd years old. Went to get a appointment for it, a cita in Spanish, but he never had the right bit of paperwork. So I had to go home, had to have a look, make a phone call to the guy who bought it off, and he's found it. So I've just come back up now because it needs an ITV, all right? And this is where we are. That's the place. ITV. That's what's got to be done. Over 4 years of age, you need to do it every 2 years. And if I think it's If it's over 10 years old, the car, it's every 1 year. Up to 4 years, you don't need ITV. It's the same as MOT back in England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, back home in Britain. So I better make a phone call to Michael and say, get it sorted, because we've got an appointment at 1 o'clock today. So let's go do my other jobs, go back, get the car, bring it up, hopefully it passes, and there's another job done. So without further ado, Webby's World. It's a day in Webby's World with Webby. Paul James Webb, Gloucester boy. Go on, Gloss. Right, we're on the next stage of my journey today on Grumpy Monday. As I say, as Foggy always says, the explorer from the Oakwood in Leigh-on-Sea down in Southend. Can you hear the diggers going? God, they're doing work over it. Right, this is where we are. This is my next job for today. It is Monday, the 10th of February. Right, let's have a look. Right, I've got to go in the place on my left-hand side. I'll show you that in a minute. But this is a little shopping centre. It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Right, let's turn it around. Let me tell you exactly where you are. Where at the moment, we're in the south of Tenerife. Lovely and sunny. It's about, I don't know, 10 o'clock-ish, give or take. Not half nine, 10 o'clock on the 10th of February. And the sun is out, as you can see. It's getting warmer. It's lovely. Let's have a look where we are. Right, there's the first shop, Kiabi. Mohair, which is man, woman, hombre, man, Nino, boys and girls. You get lots of different clothes in there. So that's your first shop you're going to pass. Then we're going to go over to the animal shop. Everything you want. For cakes for animals, for the dog, for your cat. Even if you want the dog or your cat cut, that's the place to go, okay? It is called Kiwoko. Check it out, a Decky. Then you've got beds. Fancy yourself a new bed. If it's been worn out, you understand what I mean? Go into a bed shop. Then what you got, remember this, Toys R Us. Used to go there, Bristol, Birmingham, when I was back home in England for the kids. Toys R Us, all the things you want for the kids from 1 month up to 10, 12, 14 years. Parental, it says there. So that's going to be open at 10 o'clock today. Right, move next door. You've got Media Market. That is absolutely brilliant. We bought some bits in there, Dawn and I. That opens at 10 o'clock as well. They all do. That's why it's very quiet in the car park. I'm shouting because of the bloody digger behind me. You could buy televisions, you could buy kettles, phones, you name it. All your electrical equipment. That's the place to go. Media Market. Let's go to Mercor. That's your next big one. What do you buy there, Webby? I'll tell you what you buy. Shoes. You got shoes, daps. Remember that word, daps? Plimsolls, flip-flops, you name it. It's all in there. And you can see from a distance, 70% discount. Right, let's go to the right-hand side. Hyperdino, massive. One of the big supermarkets in the south of Tenerife. You know, you got Lidl, you got Aldi, you got Mercadona, which is the biggest Spanish one, and you got now Hyperdino. Right, that's what you got in this particular area. Let's whisk it around. Also here, you got McDonald's in the background. Unbelievable. You want yourself a burger? That's the place to go. The biggest burger shop in the whole of the world. And they're doing some in here. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. So check it out with the Ayuntamiento. Right, this is the place I'm going. I'm going to get in the car in a minute. I'm going to Leroy Merlin. Absolutely massive. You can get anything in there. It's your biggest ferreteria in the whole of the Canaries. That's for sure. Probably the whole of Spain. Now I've got to pop in there. I've got to go get myself something for Donny, because my good pals come in later on tonight to come and fit it, and I'll tell you the reason why when I've bought it, and I will show you. So in Webby's World, Freaky Monday. Is it Freaky Monday? Grumpy Monday. Sorry, Foggy. And a big shout out to Wardy, a big West Bromwich Albion fan. He says, Webby, do me a favour, give us a big shout out. So Wardy, you better be watching this. West Bromwich Albion got a chance to the playoffs, so you never know. The Hawthorns boys. Right. And Mowbray is the boss. So Wardy, there's your shout out. If anybody wants to shout out, the football club, the netball club, your rugby club, it doesn't matter. Birthday, give me a shout out, and I'll give anybody a shout out on Webby's World here in my manor in sunny Tenerife. Right, let me put the phone down. Let's get into Leroy Merlin. Let's go make Dawn happy. Oh, that's if I leave her. See you in a minute. Yeah, just popped into Leroy Merlin for a pressure release valve on my water boiler, and not in stock. Just looked, and he hasn't got one. God bloody hell. So I'll have to go to Goya's down in Armanimi garage to see what they got, see if they got one. What's happened? We put a new boiler in a few years ago. It's not that, Dawn thinks it's over 10, I don't think it is. And cut long story short, the guys put it in, did a great job, but never put a pressure release valve in. What's happening lately, within the last few weeks, that there's air blocks in there. So when you put the hot water on, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, and it's... So my pal, who will be named nameless, had a look at it, he said, Webby, that's what you got. They never put one on. So, and I do remember they did it, and they thought, so anyway, so it's been okay since. So I've got to go try and find one now, because he's coming tonight, so fingers crossed. So I'm in Leroy Merlin. They've got everything and anything in here. Cracking place. All the staff are lovely, great staff, really nice. All different departments, whether you want electrical, ferreteria, water, you name it. They've got here air conditioning units, grass, not real grass, everything, honest to God. Solar panels, fantastic, it really, really is. Even they got trees and so on and so forth, they've got everything. And a little coffee shop down inside. So anyway, without further ado, come Webby, get sorted. Let's go down and see Goya Dave in Armanimi. Just popped into Goya's ferreteria in Armanimi. It's been here for about 3 million years. Absolute quality. Let me just turn around, let me tell you where it is. As you know, that's my garage, because Leroy Merlin never had it in, had to pop in for some other things. So there it is, ferreteria, and you know where it's here. Man United Dave, Goya Dave, what a quality fella. I'll see him soon. So I'll get in the car and I'll show you exactly what I bought. Right, in the car now. This is what my pal wanted. Pressure release valve, and this little thing goes up in the top into the boiler. Not too sure what I wanted at. Only cost $2.40, so I thought just get it. So he's making a phone call to me, pal. He's doing another job. And this is what it cost me, as you can see there. Where is it? In total, €9.02. What's that like back in England? So the pressure release valve was €6.19 and $2.24. Plus a bit of tax or Iggy and what have you. So I was happy with that. So let's get that fitted. And the reason why is, you know, as I said in the early vlog, just trying to get a bit of airlock in the system. And the boiler is only just behind the kitchen sink. And my pal looked at it and said, I know exactly what that is. Went there, and when they put a new boiler in a few years ago, they never put a pressure release valve. Just needed one on the water side, on the cold side, sorry. So when it comes tonight, you have to drain the system. Won't be long, easy. Then refill it, and in between put a new valve in. So quite a nice, easy job. I think a few quid in his pocket, so we'll all be good. And get some brownie points, and Dawn will be happy, that's for sure. She's done a couple of other things in the house as well. So yeah, it is what it is. So I've got to keep the women happy, son. Don't forget. I'll tell you right at the end, because I've got an ITV to do this afternoon, 1 o'clock. So I'm not going to go through the system, because I did it for you a couple of weeks ago with Milan and Erica's car. So I'm just going to show you where it is, what they do, how quick, and the cost of it. And it is a 20-year-old lovely Mercedes, my next door neighbour, Michael Lorraine. So going to do that this afternoon. When that's all done, that'll be a day in the life of Webby on what's it, what the fuck he say? Oh, Grumpy Monday. I'm not going to ring him because he'd be bloody miserable. He always is on a Monday. He's had a good weekend. He ain't happy because Tottenham lost to Villa yesterday 2-1, and I thought they played quite well. I must admit, I did go down and watch it down in the 3 Horseshoes in my little football pub, and I thought they played really well. Spencer, Tottenham is superb. Don't forget another big shout out to Wardy of West Bromwich Albion. That's 2 shouts you've had, big man. You owe me a beer. And if anybody wants any shout outs, any comments, birthdays, anniversaries, or divorces, or what have you, just give me a shout out, and I'll put it on the channel. So right, without further ado, come on, let's go number 5. See what happens today in Webby's world. In the day of the life of me. Oh God, you poor gets. Right, here we are. Just finishing today's vlog. No more. I'm getting bored now. No, I'm not. I've just taken my next door neighbour's 26-year-old Mercedes for an MOT as you are in Britain, or an ITV as it is over here. Let me just show you. I won't show you the number plate. 26 years of age, absolute quality. And look at that. It sailed through. And do you know something? We never drove it through either. Do you know the reason why? It's because I'm there all the time doing a few ITVs for friends and that. And it was quite quiet. So I booked it in for 1 o'clock. We were there on the dot. There was a few, 3 or 4 lads there. And I know 1 or 2 of them all the time. Yeah, yeah, well, and all the usual sort of stuff. And I just said to him in my Spanish, here's the keys, you do it. And he went, yeah, okay. So Michael and I went back inside, sat down, talked rubbish for another 10 minutes, and they put the car through. And they do the exhaust checks, you know, the fumes and all the bits and pieces, the brakes, the lights and everything else. And they're quite good over here in Spain, to be honest with you. And sailed through. So 26-year-old Mercedes on the money. Bit different from mine, isn't it? It's still in the garage. So that's another story. So all I'm going to say is, don't forget comments. Comments down below. If you want any mentions, whether you've got a football club, a rugby club, a netball club, or whatever, got a birthday, anniversary, just give us a shout on the comments and I'll put it on the next couple of blogs and what have you. So all I'm going to say is, if you like what you see and you like what you hear, all right, it's a free channel here. Subscribe to me. It is what it is. I'll see you all next week. Have a great weekend and a great week. Take care, everybody, from Webby in the sunshine. Bye.